Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my first 1080p gameplay commentary. Gosh, I love having that designation in my title. I'm playing Hitman Aboslution on PC. The first few clips are an example of how not to play this game, but I happened to be in a violent mood when I was recording. In the first clip, my assassination target is in a strip club, so I just decided to shoot up everybody. The next clip involves me getting into a gunfight in a Chinese convenience store. I'm from Asian heritage and I've seen a lot of old films where these types of gunfights occurred, and it's pretty nice to live it out vicariously within the game. Afterwards, I go on a massacre during a Chinese New Year celebration, shooting everyone in the crowd in a chipmunk costume. This is the precise opposite of what you're supposed to do in Hitman, but it was very fun regardless, and later on I will show you some clips on a more traditional way to play. Hitman Absolution was the first game I got from my gaming PC that I didn't already own before or played on a console previously. I do now have Skyrim and Battlefield 3, but I had already played those on 360, so I got Hitman Absolution without getting it for a console first. If you want to see what my PC looks like, I have an unboxing video in the picture-in-picture. Just click on the annotation and it'll take you right there. I'm playing on the Alienware X51 with an Nvidia GT545 graphics card and an Intel 3rd Gen i7 processor. Be warned though, this isn't the latest model of Alienware X51 on the market. This one went on sale as the newer ones were coming out. I got this for under $1,000, and I do have another rebate coming in the mail, so I got a very good deal for it. Newest models of the Alienware X51 has the GTX 660 graphics card, is significantly more expensive, and if you want the i7 processor too, you could be paying about $1,300 for a fully loaded rig. But anyways, I'm very pleased with my Alienware X51 model right now. I was aware of the criticism surrounding Alienware, such as you're not getting enough for the price, the components could be much cheaper separately before I bought this, but coming from consoles and being rather new to PC hardware, I paid for the convenience factor and the peace of mind of having an all-in-one ready out-of-the-box gaming-minded product. And I was gaming within 10 minutes of opening this box, but I was gaming on Solitaires and Minesweeper. So, well, it still counts as gaming, but I'm in love with the case too. It's only a little bit bigger than a console and looks great with the lighting on the sides. You could set the lights to be whatever colors you want. I have my lights set to 2 reds and a green, and you could just make whatever combinations of lights on the box that you want. It doesn't clutter your room and it's really quiet. I decided to get a new PC because my old one couldn't play newer games that were coming out. I had previously used an HP laptop from 2009. My PC gaming history includes Source Engine games like Portal and Counter-Strike, so I'm fairly familiar with mouse aiming and keyboard input. I also played a lot of single-player games like GTA San Andreas, Knights of the Old Republic, the Total War series, and The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, so that's an indication of how old the games were that I played on my PC. I valued my time playing Battlefield on the Xbox 360, but I felt I was doing myself a disservice because I didn't have the ability to play at 60 frames or on larger servers than just 12v12. The larger armored kill maps just didn't work as well on the consoles as they're working on the PCs. I'm really new to PC hardware, but I'm learning at a very quick clip, and I'll probably upgrade as best as I can around early 2013. I'm thinking of getting the GTX 670, or I'll wait until a newer graphics card model comes out that's smaller and runs on a smaller power supply. Now let's talk about Hitman Absolution. I'm playing this on medium with anisotropic filtering maxed out at 1080p, getting about 50 to 60 frames per second. YouTube just doesn't do gaming videos justice because it converts all files to 30 frames anyway. Me personally, my philosophy on gaming graphics is I like maximizing frames per second at the best possible resolution, and I'm willing to sacrifice textures and environmental detail. I like aiming with the mouse, but keyboard moving in a stealth game just doesn't feel as good as it does with a console controller. Most games on PC, you only have a small set of move speeds that you can do on a keyboard. You can sprint, run, maybe have a regular walk speed and then crouch walk, and maybe you can crawl. But with a controller, you can just push the joystick however much you want to get the movement speed you want. It's really awkward to do on a keyboard, and it's especially critical to be precise in your movements in a stealth game. I don't think it's a good idea to play Hitman with a controller because thumbstick aiming on a PC is going to be a pain because there's no aim assist programmed in, and thumbstick aiming just isn't as accurate as mouse aiming. That's why aim assists is enabled on console shooters. This is the first Hitman game I played since Hitman 2 Contracts on the Xbox One. All in all, I would consider myself a stealth game veteran. I've beaten all the Splinter Cell games, all the Assassin's Creed games, Dishonored, and I play as a stealth character in the Elder Scrolls games. What I've been doing for the past few clips, again, this isn't the most satisfying way to play the game. My score is negative 200,000 almost at the moment. The game punishes you for being loud and conspicuous. The most satisfying way is to be discreet and get creative. You create distractions for guards, you lure them away and incapacitate them one by one. Then you steal their clothes and hide their bodies in containers. And you sneak past with your newly unlocked disguise undetected. A distinctive way to kill somebody, and you're going to see me do it real quick, is using the wire to choke them and drag them. That's pretty indicative of what Hitman's all about. Another cool mechanic is marking and executing. Just like in Splinter Cell, you go into instinct mode, tag enemies, and take them out with a cool shooting animation. This allows you to down multiple targets at once, but you can do it only sparingly because your instinct meter doesn't refill as quick. And my favorite mechanic overall is crowds. As you've seen during Chinese New Year, there are a lot of people on screen at once that you can shoot and kill, and you're not supposed to do that, but you can. But you're supposed to just sort of use them as a distraction or blend into them. The gunplay is not as tight as it is in Max Payne 3. It's not to knock on Hitman, it's just that Max Payne 3 had really good gunplay. If you try to play this game as a classical third-person shooter, you're going to have a pretty bad time because it just doesn't stand up as well as a run and gun game. You're supposed to adopt the stealth approach, and from these approaches there's inherent replay value. I know I sound a little bit like a broken record when I say a stealth approach, but it's from these approaches that you get the most replay value out of it. Thinking of different paths and thinking of different strategies to complete objectives extends the life of the game. I recommend that you play this game on the highest difficulty setting that you can, because on lower difficulty settings you take a lot of bullets and it just takes away from the mortality salience aspect of stealth games. I'm playing this on normal right now. I haven't unlocked harder difficulty until I beat the game entirely. But give this game a try. It gets a big recommend from me. Play it on PC if you can. If you enjoyed this commentary, remember to leave this video a like rating. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Have a great day, guys.